everybody. This is Chapter 5, Section 4, Comparing and Graphing Ratios. Cool, so we're going to be comparing and graphing those ratios, and you'll see that this is not that bad of a lesson. I think it's pretty straightforward. So essential question, how can I use unit rates to compare ratios? That kind of gives you how we're going to do this today. We're going to be using unit rates, and hopefully you remember what a unit rate means. It means that you have a denominator that's equal to 1. So here we go, key idea. To compare ratios, each ratio you are comparing must have the same denominator. And that's why unit rates are a really good way to do this, because unit rates always have a 1 in the denominator. And so we can have the same denominator by having a 1 there. We're going to use a ratio table or a double number line to do this. We're going to write different ratios with the same denominator and compare them. Let's do it with a real problem. How can I compare ratios using a ratio table? Okay, you mix 8 tablespoons of hot sauce and 3 cups of salsa in a green bowl. And let's just stop right there and organize our information. You can see that I've already set up the ratio tables for you. The green bowl is here, and it says 8 tablespoons of hot sauce. So 8 tablespoons of hot sauce. And associated with that, right below it, we have the 3 cups of salsa. Okay, let's continue on. You also mix 12 tablespoons of hot sauce and 4 cups of salsa in an orange bowl. So let's organize that. We have the orange bowl here. And we're going to do 12 tablespoons of hot sauce and 4 cups of salsa. Which mixture is hotter? Well, hotter probably means that it has a higher ratio of hot sauce. Just like the key idea said, we need to write these with the same denominator to compare them. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the unit rate to do that. We want a 1 in the denominator. Now, technically, we could have any number we want in the denominator as long as it's the same number in both. But unit rates are so the obvious way to do this, we're always going to defer to unit rates. How do I get from 3 to 1? I divide it by 3, and just like any other ratio, you divide the denominator by 3, you must divide the numerator also by 3. Okay, so now remember with this, 8 divided by 3, that's not necessarily going to be a whole number, and that's okay. We can have fractions and decimals in the ratio table. And in fact, if you use it on a calculator, it's 2.6666666, which we call 2.6 repeating. We put a little hat above the number that's going to go on forever. We do the same thing here. How do I get from 4 to 1 to write the unit rate? We divide by 4. So what do we have to divide 12 by? We divide it by 4. Well, this one's easier. 12 divided by 4 is just 3. So when you have the same amount of salsa, which one has more hot sauce? 2.6 repeating or 3? The orange bowl has more hot sauce, so the orange bowl has the hotter mixture. Oops, I forgot the I. Okay, the hotter mixture contains more hot sauce. Some of you out there probably love the hot sauce. I know I do. Find an equivalent ratio for both bowls where the amounts of what were the same. We wanted the amounts of salsa, but really it was whatever's on the denominator. We want that to be the same. One simple way to do this is to find the unit rate. That's the most straightforward way to get the same number in the denominator. Awesome, that ends part 1 of this section. I'll be right back with part 2.